This is Ralph Lemmel, and today I want to show you how you can analyze the 101 wiki on the grounds of dumps, of data dumps provided readily to you. So the experiment we are running here is we want to determine the frequency of languages and technologies across all the different 101 implementations. So we can basically look at the wiki and check what implementation pages declare certain languages and technologies to be used, and that we can use for this sort of tag cloud here, right? The bigger the language name, the more 101 implementations declare to use that language. So here's the bigger tag cloud showing more languages, right? So we can do this for languages as shown here. We can also do this for technologies, and that's what I want to show you, how you can actually write code that produces such tag clouds against the 101 wiki. Actually, the kind of HTML that we produce here is even clickable, right? We can click on Antler, for example, as one technology, and so you see we get immediately back to the 101 wiki, so it's actually linked back to the wiki. Very nice. Okay. So now we want to see how we can actually do this. How can we produce such tag clouds? Okay, so there is the site called data101companies.org. It's basically a website that publishes all kinds of dumps and resources of the 101 Companies project. For example, it also publishes a JSON dump of the 101 wiki. So let's just go there. Okay, so we just go here to the dumps directory, and you see there is, for example, there's lots of stuff, but there's also this wiki 101 full JSON. Okay, so I need to wait for my plugin to render this. All right, so now we look at the JSON dump of the wiki. That's of course quite a bit, but we can just fold things a little bit to better understand what's going on. Okay, so at the top level we have somehow the information grouped about the different kinds of pages on the wiki. So in particular we have like content regarding language pages, technology pages, implementation pages, and of course also features of the 101 system. So for us here, let's just drill a little bit into the implementation pages, okay? And just to have an example, let me indeed look up, for example, the JDOM implementation. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here is basically the part of the JSON dump that deals with 101 implementation JDOM, right? So all the sections of the wiki page for that implementation are somehow represented here. So for example, well, here's the headline, right? And here's actually a list of languages declared on that wiki page. Okay, here's also the list of technologies declared on that wiki page for that implementation, and that's the kind of data that we want to extract in order to generate the tag clouds. Okay, let's go back. So now actually scripting up this code here for producing the tag clouds is pretty straightforward. Just write a little makefile to perhaps download the dump and to process the JSON to produce the HTML. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so here's the makefile. So basically, if we don't yet have the wiki dump locally, then we just curl it. I mean, we just download it, and then we just invoke a nice little Python script that produces the HTML. Well, so here's the Python script, okay, doing all this. What we do is, of course, we first load the dump into memory. Okay, down here you see we essentially produce two tag clouds, one for the languages, another one for the technologies, and we can use the same kind of code. So essentially here you see we go over all the implementations. Then for each implementation we also extract all the language or technology names, and then we basically aggregate these occurrences of language or technology names in a dictionary. Okay, and then essentially we just dump these frequency as a JSON file, and then we kind of create some buckets for the different sizes of you know, based on frequency, and we produce some straightforward HTML code here, essentially for each language or technology, we produce such a line where we use different CSS styles to trigger different sizes and colors. Okay, that's it. Pretty straightforward. Okay, thanks. And here are some pointers if you want to get into touch. And the material for this demonstration is also available online. Thanks.